7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And he'll get close to the marker. A nice run, probably a yard short of that first down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. A run with Garenda. And he will convert. Good job there. Drive continues at the 48.
I think everybody in this stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Mitchell. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. He runs with it. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 15. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Raiders send their punt team out. Fielded at the 9. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. They'll run it once more with Etienne. He'll manage only a couple. Jamal Hill there for the tackle. Here's 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. They have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That one taken in by Mitchell. He'll be close to a first down. A little short, that tackle made at the 42.
It seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll try and run for the first with ETN.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
So, a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. Open man downfield. That's Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They get 22 yards there. That's good for a Jaguar first down. Lawrence now. Now a screen set up for ETN. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Lawrence going to keep this himself. 14 on the pickup. First down, Jacksonville.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down.
Lawrence gives this one to ETN. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. Second and 7. Play action now. It's Lawrence. And he can't get away. Down he goes. Back to 16.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, but they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. To the end zone. It's intercepted. And now he loses the football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Unfortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
That one a bit high, but it's complete. And mark them down up beyond the 30.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
On the give, it's Mitchell. Threw him up the sideline at the 45. Down the sideline to the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Keaton Mitchell. Touchdown, Vegas. That's his first touchdown of the new year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. That's complete to ETN. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 7. Lawrence. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. They'll go again with Mitchell. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Mitchell. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1. Now this time they'll look to throw.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Now a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
On comes the punter now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Returnable from the 17. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action for Lawrence. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
They'll try left side with Etienne. He'll look forward for maybe a yard. Lucas Van Ness, the former 1st-round pick, there to make the tackle. 3rd down and 9. Now here's Lawrence. This is intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Moody now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Raiders will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it up. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open. Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
He's going to run it. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the handoff, it's Etienne. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Second down, Lawrence. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Open man, that's Duvernay. They get 19 on that pass play. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate. The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Lawrence now on second down. In trouble. Down he goes. Christian Wilkins, the former Dolphin, in there to bring him down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Patterson's kick is good. And the Jaguars are back within 4 at 14-10.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
From the 6, here comes a return. A Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. He gets this one to Tucker. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
It's 3rd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. This one intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Patterson now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jaguars move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Man in motion here is Tucker. Right back to the air following that pick 6.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, a run with Mitchell. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That one caught by Tucker.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to Mitchell. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Just a little slow developing on that screen play there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Second down and 8. Davis heading in motion. Back to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Now the Raiders going to use their third and final timeout. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. Have to get this to the 20. Here's third down. They'll run. It's out of the gun, and it's Mitchell. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
They'll go. It's Mitchell. And he's going to have the Raiders first down. Oh, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs. Now, faking the give. That's going to be intercepted. And a nice return there. He is out of bounds right at midfield.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
On first down, Lawrence. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we reach halftime here, and the visiting Jaguars are out on top as we send you to Orlando. We'll check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
They send the tight end in motion. He's going to air this out for Davis. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense. You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. The motion man here is Mitchell. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now a handoff. ETN down the sideline, past the 40. They get 18 on that one. 1st down, Jacksonville.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Now Lawrence on the bootleg. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Davis going in motion. Throwing now from the gun. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
That's good for Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Mitchell. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Another run here with Mitchell. Room to run at the 35. A big run. They finally get to him. Down.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with first and goal.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
From a little closer, here's second and goal. One more time with Mitchell. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. On the ground, it's the tight end. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
On is Moody to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Raiders cut the lead to 3, 24-21. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on first and 10. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Once again, it's Etienne. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. The motion man here is Mitchell. Lawrence from the gun here on third down. That's complete to Etienne. They gain 18 yards on that one. That's good for a Jaguar first down.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. It's second down. To throw is Lawrence. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 22 yards, the pickup there. First down, Jacksonville. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Jamal Hill there for the tackle. Second down, Lawrence. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Lawrence now. He'll drop this for Etienne. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. The Jaguars have the field goal unit on the field. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jaguars will extend their third quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's Mitchell. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. It was Andre Cisco there to bring him down. Man in motion here is Tucker. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
At the 16-yard line.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the... We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. The motion man here is Mitchell. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. The motion man here is Mitchell. To throw is Lawrence. Oh, the ball's out. One of the Raiders has got it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery.
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
Room to run at the 35. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Open man is Davis. Now he's loose down the right sideline. And he will score. Darius Davis. Touchdown Raiders. The game-tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Lawrence. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. Now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have a Jags first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. They'll run it once more with Etienne. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Now here's Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. They'll go again with Mitchell. And he's going to get first down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the handoff, here comes Mitchell. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Now they'll set up to throw. Try to set up the screen to Mitchell. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
It's 3rd and 16.
Here's a big one. This 3rd down. Man in motion, heading left. He'll drop to throw. That caught by Davis.
This is a really popular concept on third down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. But give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the first down.
Will they bring the heat for 4th and 6? They'll look to throw. He manages to get the throw away. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Jaguars have it. Well, sometimes the offense tries to make a little too much happen, try to pitch it around, get an extra few yards, except they lose the ball, and the defense will take over.
Mike, you're exactly right. That is what happened here. That's just a prime example of a player just doing a little too much. Just secure the ball, get as many yards as you can, and make sure your team ends up still possessing the ball.
Here's 2nd and 6. On the give, it's Etienne. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll go back to Etienne on first down. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Here's 1st and 10. To the right, on the run, it's Etienne. Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to Etienne. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. The carry here for Etienne. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. So now, a big spot coming here. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air this out for Davis. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted.
And with time not on their side, they're trying to push the ball, generate some sort of chunk play by throwing the ball over the top of the defense. It's going to end up being a little bit too predictable. The defense is able to take the ball away, and barring something crazy happening, puts them in a prime position to close this one out.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.